Okay, so I need you to justify something for me. I was looking at this spec sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the PureLink EZH8-015-DT. It's an HDMI cable, just a cable.
Okay.
And it retails for $479.99.
Yeah, that's definitely some sticker shock if you're, used to grabbing a $5 cord at the checkout.
A little bit, yeah.
But you're not really paying for a cable there. You're paying for a solution to a physics problem.
The copper cliff.
That's the one.
So for everyone listening, our mission today is to figure out why a 15-meter, that's 49 feet cable, costs nearly $500. And it really starts with that distance, doesn't it?
It does, because standard copper HDMI cables, they have this nasty habit of failing once you stretch them across a room.
The signal just dies.
Right. Electrical signals degrade. It's called attenuation. If you take a standard copper cable past, say, 10 or 15 feet and try to push the massive bandwidth for modern 8K video, the signal just disintegrates. It's too much resistance.
And that's where this PureLink model pivots completely. It's an active optical cable, an AOC. It's not sending electricity down the line. It's sending light.
Which changes the game entirely. By using fiber optics, basically glass, instead of copper wire for those high-speed lanes, you just bypass that whole resistance issue.
So what kind of performance are we talking about?
This cable offers 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth.
That is a massive pipe.
It has to be. I mean, to get full 8K resolution at 60 hertz or 4K at 120 hertz with dynamic HDR, you are moving a staggering amount of data.
And fiber lets it travel 50 feet with no loss.
Zero loss, no sparkles, no dropouts, just a perfect bit-for-bit transmission.
And also immune to electromagnetic interference, right?
Oh, hugely important for professional installs. You run a copper cable next to a power line inside a wall, you're going to get interference. Fiber is completely immune. Light just doesn't care about magnetic fields.
Okay, so the engine is fiber. Got it. But looking at the design, the thing that really sold me wasn't the glass. It was the connector.
Ah, the detachable TXRX.
Yes. Can you explain that?
So, if you've ever tried to fish an HDMI cable through a conduit in a wall, you know why this matters. The head of an HDMI cable is wide.
It's like trying to pull a hammer through a garden hose.
That was a painfully accurate image. So, PureLink engineered the connector heads to detach. You just pop the bulky HDMI end off.
And you're left with this slim little capsule-like thing.
Exactly. It protects the fiber tip. You can snake that through your tight conduit, drill a much smaller hole in the drywall, and then you just snap the head back on at the other end.
That must save installers hours.
Oh, a ton of time. And drywall patches.
And I noticed the cable itself is built for that kind of abuse. It has a long-term bending radius of 45 millimeters.
Which is surprising because fiber, it used to be incredibly fragile. You'd look at it wrong and the glass would snap.
Right.
This is ruggedized. It's designed to be pulled and bent within reason without killing the signal.
Now, something else. Usually when we talk about active optical cables with a chip inside, they need power. You often see that little USB pigtail hanging off the end.
Which is just a nightmare for cable management.
A total mess. But this one is plug and play. No external power. How does that work?
That is a really sleek piece of engineering. It manages to draw all the power it needs, which is only about 250 milliwatts max directly from the HDMI port on your TV or your console.
So it's a completely clean setup.
To the user, it just looks and acts like a normal cable. But under the hood, it's doing high-speed photonics.
Plus, it supports all the acronyms we care about. EARC for high-fidelity audio, HDCP 2.3 so your streaming actually works.
And a 3-year warranty, which at this price point is pretty much non-negotiable.
So let's bring it all home. Who is actually dropping nearly $500 on this? It's not for hooking up a spare DVD player.
No, definitely not. This is infrastructure. It's for the home theater enthusiast with a projector mounted 40 feet from their receiver. It's for digital signage in an office building.
So it's for anyone who needs to bridge a long distance and literally can't afford for the screen to go black.
Exactly. You're paying for reliability. It's the cost of insurance against failure.
Okay. But it does leave us with a sort of a lingering question. Right now, moving 48 gigs over fiber is a specialized, expensive thing for pros. But as 8K becomes standard and data rates climb even higher.
Will we reach a point where copper is just obsolete for everyone?
Yeah. Will my next PlayStation need a fiber optic cable just to run to my TV?
We might. If the data demands keep growing exponentially, which they will, then eventually we could all be wiring our homes with glass.
Just don't bend it too hard. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.